What's good, people? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Swish Masters podcast. We want to say thank you to our sponsor, Straight Stoner. He has new production t-shirts, executive productions, Swish Masters, as well as Farm Raised Entertainment. Check out his debut mixtape, Banging Out the Bushes. Straight Stoner, produced by yours truly, Executive Productions. Check us out and continue listening to the podcast. Like, subscribe, and share. Thanks so much. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Swish Masters podcast. I am your co-host, Zay, the executive producer.
I'm your co-host, Q Uru. Zay, we got a special guest today.
Very special guest today, man. This dude has been working hard, grinding. I've known him for years. That's my bro. The man, the myth, the legend, Straight Stoner himself, Mr. SS96. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Yes, sir. Hello, world. How y'all doing?
Thanks, man. Yeah, if for those of you who don't know, SS96.net is this guy right here. Proud sponsor of the Swish Masters podcast. T-shirts, hoodies, you name it, he got it. So thank you for coming on, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come look me up, will you? It's SS96.net. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. So, you know how we do swishes, all the buzz around the league. I guess we can start off, man. Like, what's your favorite team and favorite player, or favorite players of the past?
Yeah, because I don't have a favorite player right now, but favorite team always have been the Bulls. I mean, you want to throw Michael Jordan in there, but I mean, I wasn't around for that era. But my favorite player of all times that happened to play for the Bulls has to be either Kyle Korver or Kirk Heinrich.
Okay. Why those two?
Both of them underrated, but them boys put in work, man. I feel like that's kind of like me, you know what I'm saying? But you get your shine, and they didn't let none of that phase them. Them boys still put in work regardless. Yeah. Different teams, I still respect them, but when they was with the Bulls together,
Kyle Korver is one of the best shooters.
Yeah.
I felt like he kind of, I don't even know what happened to him. Like, I felt like he was in the league a couple years ago, then all of a sudden he was done. Like, I didn't hear retirement, but I feel like he had a game where he could probably go on he could still be playing. So.
Yeah. I don't know what he wasn't really stable, because like I said, he did bounce around from team to team. I think he got a championship with, Cavaliers, Bron, them, stuff like that. But,
yep.
I mean, too much after that, he kind of bounced around and that thing. Like, he on another team where he been at.
Yeah.
You know, then, like, where is he now? No offense, Cal, if you watch.
Right.
I believe he's just doing analysis right now. Is he on the team?
I don't know if him being on the team, if any. The last team I remember Kyle Korver being on was the Bucks. Maybe. I believe it was the Bucks.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's what last time I seen.
That was probably like 2 or 3 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It was like 2019, 2020. That's it. Honestly, I don't think he retired yet. Maybe I think he just.
Yeah. Didn't just say nothing to the crowd or nothing. Just let out with that check. Yeah.
I mean, he's probably pulling like a Jamal Crawford. He hadn't officially retired, but he hadn't played in like a year. So, but I feel like could easily be playing to this day.
Oh yeah, he can be. He decided not to sign with any team to spend more time with his family, but he did not announce retirement.
Okay. I mean, I guess
I know I thought I saw him on TV or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to the keeper.
Right. But that's definitely you don't hear too many people saying that answer. Most people, they say the Bulls, they're talking about like Michael Jordan, of course, or Derrick Rose, but that's a very unique answer. I think a lot of people who are true Bulls fans will appreciate the answer. They know exactly what you're talking about, man. Because those two are definitely underrated.
Yeah,
They definitely deserve some sign. So props to you for recognizing it.
oh yeah. Kurt with the handles, man. That boy he was smooth with it, for real. Like you didn't check yourself, you gonna wreck yourself, for real.
Oh
For
yeah.
real.
Are you following the team lately? You know, they have DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine. They're doing pretty good right now.
Yeah. Okay. I have heard because of Twitter. Now I have been sucking with the watching the sports like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Man, because I've been working. Your boy been out here grinding, but like I said, they do come to my phone. I have heard about the Lorenzo Ball. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, be cool cat, Chicago. He wants swag out. Maybe the coach let him swag out instead of feeling so kind of undershine with the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it can be his breakout, like the Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying? He can be our next Jimmy Butler with it. Shout out to Jimmy Butler too. Another Bulls, man.
Oh yeah. You know Miami loves our boy Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's his squad now.
Oh yeah.
For real.
Yeah, so I don't know you mentioned this, like, who's your favorite player of all time?
Oh, a lot of people gonna hate me for this. LeBron James.
Okay, so all right, so you gotta back it up. You gotta give us some reasons.
LeBron James, I'm sorry. I mean, I kind of missed the Kobe era. I respect Kobe for the work he has put in. R.I.P. to Kobe. God bless Michael Jordan and with him and all his success. But LeBron was smooth with it though. I'm sorry. LeBron, he came in hard, still pushing and still will snap out if he just needs to. I mean, but the time, the dedication, like the injury report, the way he took care of himself, business and physically, I respect him, man.
Yeah, LeBron's definitely. I think he had the most story like career because he's still playing right now. He's not even done. He could potentially be number one in points potentially of all time, and that'll definitely help his legacy to maybe help people maybe put him at number one as greatest of all time. But we'll definitely see. Zay, what's yours?
Well, that's interesting. Like, you being a Bulls fan, obviously we know the greatness of Michael Jordan. No doubt LeBron is great as well. But so just to give like clarification, you taking LeBron over Michael for the GOAT, or like just your personal preference?
I think you said the GOAT.
GOAT status. You know what? Yep. I'm gonna say it, yes, sir. LeBron James. Sorry. I'm gonna get some rebate from my brother about that one, but hey, it don't even own a LeBron jersey. I got a Michael Jordan jersey right now, bro. But it is what it is, sir.
Yeah. Okay. No, I mean, I respect people's views. I'm gonna go Michael. Always, but that's not to doubt. Like, LeBron is great. Like, he has 4 chips right now. Still like 20 years in, still the same body of work that we've seen every year. So, mad respect.
I would say talent, LeBron, skills, or dedication. I'm going with Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Best I can give you right there, without throwing Kobe in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Best I can give you.
All right. Because I think LeBron is the better all-around player.
Yeah.
Considering his like passing ability, you know, you also consider his frame and size. He can guard multiple positions. But yeah, I think right now it's still the same thing. I think I give him the slight edge still to Jordan for me personally. Still, I think now time will tell. LeBron gets like another one. I think you can just kind of almost put that to rest, you know, because he's already like right there. It means a lot. It says a lot just to have him in that conversation. we don't even put Kobe in that conversation. Kobe's technically kind of closer to it. He has like 5 rings.
Yeah.
But we only really put Kobe in that conversation. We always put LeBron there.
Yeah. Cause especially with Kobe death, I want to say Kobe at a whole nother bracket. Cause I mean, only with his accompaniment. I mean, plus the other two that outlived him. So you know what I'm saying. But Kobe put himself in another bracket with that dedication, hard work, man. Nobody's like the moment. Nobody.
Yeah. I wonder why most people often do that though. Honestly, thinking back now, even when Kobe was playing, there's still a tendency to put LeBron there. I wonder just because how LeBron came into the league. They're always saying like he's like the one and the king. Coming into the league like that and all that hype. I wonder that has something to do with it. Just those high expectations.
I think when
why did we pass over Kobe when he technically has like 5 and he played like Jordan? He literally modeled his game after Jordan.
Yeah.
The mom mentality. So why did we do that as basketball fans?
Because I believe, like you just said, because it's so close to Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? To where they almost like the one and the same. They were just like the age group. You know what I'm saying? So, which makes it harder. Cause like I said, Kobe is his own GOAT. Kobe is his own GOAT. He made himself a GOAT. What too much fans could do, like you had to respect that man. When he started putting up, what was that, 60, 63, 80 points. Like when this man started dropping crazy stuff, what did it say? The ball hog. He was out there snapping on people, didn't care. Kobe got what he wanted, man. Kobe got what he wanted.
Yep. Man, still ties like second highest, 81. Crazy. Zay, what you think, man?
I agree with y'all's points. I think that Kobe, I give Kobe mad respect for everything that he was and he gave to the game. And I think that obviously he's the closest thing to Michael Jordan that we ever saw in real life. I think what it is on why we compare LeBron and Michael is because the hype surrounding LeBron coming out of high school was bigger than Kobe's. LeBron was basically like his size in high school, and like they made a documentary about him in high school and everything. Like that level of like hype coming out, I think is why people are like, oh, he's the next up, he's the next guy. And that's why it gets overlooked, because Kobe obviously came out of high school as well, but he didn't have the same like amount of hype and all this star power surrounding him as a high school kid. You saw him, you're like, oh, he's going to be special, but you didn't know how great he was going to be. But then when you saw him go against Michael Jordan in his prime, he was going out there guarding him, checking him, windmilling, you're like, okay, this dude is for real. But LeBron always had like extended hype even before he got to the league. Kobe didn't have as much. But I feel like if there's ever a comparison, it should be Kobe and MJ.
True. Mm-hmm. Based off those words. True. Yes, sir.
I think the other thing that helps LeBron's legacy, going back to LeBron now, is the longevity. He's playing through multiple generations. And as these multiple generations get into the league, they're going to always obviously say LeBron is my favorite.
Yeah.
Right. And now just continue to hype it up and he'll just climb that ladder. So I think eventually he'll get there just based on time alone.
Yeah.
So also I wanted to go back to Michael Jordan because there was, Scottie Pippen, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with Scottie Pippen right now, man. I know he's promoting his book and things like that, but I want to just touch on this very quickly. He actually said 2 statements recently that can kind of seem kind of crazy to most basketball fans. First of all, he said, "I just want to let people know and set the record straight that I was as great a player as Michael Jordan. Only one player can take home the MVP, and that's that. That's one statement. And he also tried to discredit Michael Jordan's famous flu game. That was highlighted in The Last Dance, if those of you have seen it. He actually said, I'm gonna ask you this. Is it easier to play with a herniated disc or to play with the flu? Well, I don't see many bad back games, but I do see flu games. Flu. Come on. So he's trying to discredit Michael Jordan's flu game and by saying like, hey, I played through a bad back. So players don't do that. So that, I don't know what's going on with Scotty, man.
That's what coming from being one of those overshadowed, unappreciated players compared to Michael Jordan. I mean, Scotty always did get some of his shout out, but he feel like, and a lot of people feel like he didn't get as much as he should have.
Yep. I think I don't think it's fair to compare to playing through injury and making it like, oh, I had a bad back, he had the flu. I mean, the flu can also be severe as well. I mean, obviously we've seen how bad, your back is when you're trying to play basketball, but I don't think you're not going to prove a point of like, oh, I'm just as great as Michael by discrediting him, because we know how Michael is. He's recognized as the GOAT by many people for a reason. It's not like, but that doesn't mean Scottie Pippen isn't great. It's just that he, I guess, like comes from, like you said, like being overshadowed and underappreciated. But that's just because you like say, oh, Michael just played with the flu and I played with a herniated disc, isn't going to make me be like, oh, you're better than Michael. He's Michael. It's just, I get,
it was hurt.
Yeah.
I get like, just being second fiddle and feel like, oh, everybody forgets that I was there and I helped them win 6 championships. But at the same time, you can't deny Michael dropping 50, 60, dropping that much during a game where he has the flu. And to be fair to Scotty, yes, he played with a very severe injury with his back, but he didn't drop 50. He had like 8, which is like, okay, yeah, impressive still, but it's like, that's not comparison here.
I said so. Scotty had his chance after Michael Jordan retired to prove himself as that. He didn't get there. And we all know how Last Dance kind of highlighted what happened there too. So, I mean, my main point is this. The main argument I want to get to this conversation is, I believe that criticism often sells, because like I said before, I think he's trying to promote a book, and I think he got like some type of alcohol he's trying to promote too now, or something like that. Mm-hmm. And all this sells. And like, what I'm going to even go back to the presidential election with Trump. All that criticism just kind of sells now. And like, I just think society is at that point where like, do something to get people to talk about it. Any publicity is good publicity, basically. Mm-hmm. It's almost like that sort of deal. And even going to like players in the league now, there are some players that are really underappreciated in the league because they don't really do anything. They're not as polarizing and they're underrated. Where they should be put on pedestal for the longest. We often talk about Mike Conley sometimes. Mm-hmm. He doesn't ever do anything, but he deserves to be appreciated to a certain degree. Yeah, I'm sure lots of players like that. Jokic, he got put in the news for what he did. Recently, he like shoved, Morris in the back, and like nobody was talking about Jokic and the Nuggets before that, but now they're talking about it now. Since, oh, did you see that his brothers are going at him, and it's crazy.
Yeah, man. People cling to negativity, cling to criticism, and people want the drama. So when you hear him talking about, oh, Michael Jordan, trying to say Michael Jordan isn't just all that great, it's like, you got my attention, but that doesn't mean that that's true. But like you said, it's just like, okay, I'll get their attention saying something crazy, and then hey, buy my book, buy my new bottles.
Ain't right. I'm telling you, man, they eat up the drama, bro. They eat up the drama and be like, oh, while you at it, don't forget about that new book that's coming out, my boy. Alcohol, sip while you read, okay?
You know what? I'll sign it real quick. I'll give you 15% off with that. And make sure you go and say, Scottie Pippen is just as great as Michael Jordan because I play with Bad Bad.
With a sob story.
Pretty much. But it's no disrespect to Scottie Pippen. I think Scottie Pippen is obviously during their time in the league, him and Michael, he was number 2 in the league, not just to the Bulls, but he was number 2 in the league because he was elite defensively. He could score too, but I think he just is putting himself under a spotlight by criticizing Michael Jordan in this way.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game though, because eventually, depending how far he'll go, it could eventually just turn him off to basketball fans who keeps going this route.
Man, don't nobody hear that, bro. Don't nobody want to hear that, bro. Everybody know. Everybody like, man, you got what? Man, don't nobody want to hear that, bro. You know you lying.
Something else.
Oh, yeah. If it gets worse, he will. I feel like people really discredit him now. They'll be like, "Oh, Scottie Pippen wasn't great." It'll be detrimental to himself. So
he do not want them people to pull up the stats. Okay.
Yeah. Comparing to MJ, no. That's his thing. I have no disrespect towards Scottie Pippen at all. It's just I don't agree with his method of this, publicizing his opinion about MJ like this.
So Stalin, thanks again for coming on the show, bro.
Yes, sir.
As we mentioned earlier, you're also an artist.
Yes, sir.
And me and Zay, we often have conversations about hip hop in the league. So, what do you think about the hip hop influence on the NBA?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate the Migos for even getting a song with the NBA, bro. Migos was the first people out there banging, with the celebrity games and out there. I appreciate Quavo and them boys out there going so hard for that. Especially as a black culture, I appreciate that so much. And I don't even mess with the Migos like that. I respect them. But man, when I seen that, y'all done made it. Y'all done made it. NBA money,
yeah.
Made it.
Yeah, man. The Migos, J. Cole.
Yep.
Even
Yeah.
Even
that dunk, everybody's still surprised about that dunk he almost made. He was just playing.
Yeah.
If you're a basketball fan, you know what I'm talking about. I don't watch basketball like that and I know about the dunk, bro. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I love it. I love that. I think, me and Q had talked about this a little while back about how now when the games come on, you hear a lot more hip hop, straight up in the intro music. It's years ago it would have been just a generic instrumental or whatever, but now you're hearing actual you hear J. Cole, you hear Drake, you hear the Migos, you hear even old school hip hop sometimes. But they are really big on shining a light on our black culture and music. So I really appreciate it. And I feel basketball and hip hop are really synonymous. Even thinking about, I think about Tupac with Above the Rim, you know what I mean? Those movies combine these two parts of our culture, and it makes it really cool to see that the league is embracing it.
Yes, and doing so well with it, might I add. I want to knock on wood, but doing so well with it, bro. No major cancel culture or, you know what I'm saying? Even the artists they just been choosing have been doing great. Shout out to the artists too, whoever we talked about, whoever playing. But it's great. It's a change that's well adapted.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and not only the music, but the style as well as going into the NBA as well. You know, I think a lot of that had to do with, we think back in the early 2000s, you know, with AI, you know, bringing that to the league, you know,
Yes.
you see players in the league with tats, you know, like being themselves. You know, I think that has a lot to do with like just AI and what he said, and then just the NBA just keep integrating our culture into the game. So I think that's really, really, really great. And that leads to the other conversation too. Like we just hope to have more diversity also in the front offices as well, especially since you have the culture already there. You know, the majority of the league is mostly African American players. So yeah, that's another conversation for another time. But definitely the culture does play a major role in the music as well. Maybe one day we'll hear y'all, you know, also as what fans remember of the show. Remember Zay is also a producer.
FRE. Yes, sir. FRE. Squishy production all day long.
Yeah, hear them before game, pre-game, and all that. For sure.
Absolutely. This guy here has the potential to be one of the greats. I'm telling you. Farm Raised Entertainment. I love it, man. We recently collabed, Banging Out the Bushes, debut mixtape. So it's got more.
I'm telling you, this man is not spitting cap. Okay, he is not hyping me up. Okay, we got some corrections to make. But guess what? We on the road to success. And if you don't trip and get back up, man, you ain't moving hard enough. Okay, remember that. Remember that.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. So who's your I know besides yourself, what's another artist you really like or one of your favorites?
Okay, we're gonna go 3 because I really can't do them like that. I can't do nobody like that. We got Wayne, we got Kevin Gates, and then we got low-key underrated, everybody might not know about, Dun Trip. That boy spit hot. Like Dun Trip put out something right now, it's gonna be hot. I ain't rapping 2 years. He spit something right now, it's gonna be hot. It's just like that.
All right.
Brothers.
Yes, sir. You know. Especially the first one, bro. That Step Brothers one, man.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Definitely Wayne, obviously we know how great he is. Kevin Gates, Southern, just bringing like big time like gangster energy, but still like able to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Be able to like give awareness to different perspectives, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dun Trip. Matter of fact, when I was working like mixing your music, I remember like thinking like this guy's like Dun Trip with 2 Chainz, like mixture type vibe. That's what I was getting like from type of bars that you put out, type of like energy you put into your rap. So I see it.
yeah, I see. That's what I'm saying. I mess with all them guys. Like I said, they might not be in my top 3, but like I said, influences. You got 2 Chainz in the mix. Young Dolph. I love some of the Memphis stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just what you grow around. Man, I mess with my genre is very broad. Don't mess around with me. Be driving in the car, might listen to some jazz or something pop on. I had to change because I ain't with the right person today. You know what I'm saying? But please believe it's more behind this book that you can read. I'm telling you.
Gotcha. Hey, I have another question. Is there an artist that's overrated to you?
I mean, he been in the game a long time, but them last few albums. Drake, we need to talk. Drake, we need to talk.
I knew it.
Oh my God, people been eating that boy up like it's free cake outside or something, man. It's like everything he dropped on platinum, bro. I mean, I can only wish to be that hot Drake, but come on, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that man won Artist of the Decade, I think, too, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. The last 2 decades, that nigga was still putting out songs.
Oh,
That boy finna be the MJ of music. I'm telling you, you better be careful.
Man.
oh man, Drake. So Drake is overrated.
I mean, his older stuff was popping, but like I said, them last 3-4 Drake, you know what I'm saying? Kanye been putting out stuff harder than that. And Cole been putting out some heat, you know what I'm saying? That can be,
Yes, it's true.
Man, exploded a whole lot more than what it is. Then besides what Drake throwing out there on the street. Drake like that man out here handing out demos and everybody listening to it, man. He just going in the studio saying what's on his mind, like, oop, hit. Who is this man marketer, man? I love it though. I think
the thing about Drake, you always are gonna hear him like almost every season. Like if it's not his, it's on somebody else's album or song. And you was just gonna always hear him. I remember back then, Zay, when we were like college, I was like, man, this man don't take a break. Like, come on. Because but I think I think that really helped him to get where he's at right now, because I'm still waiting for Kendrick, bro. Kendrick didn't come on. And I don't know if he's still into the album or not, bro. That Kendrick J. Cole. Man.
We even hear about that Kendrick and J. Cole collab for years. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen. But we'll see. I feel like this is my thing with Drake. I think Drake makes good music. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like there's, like you said, Drake puts out something every year, and like he just says his thoughts, and it's a hit, right? For me, like when I listen to it, I'm like, okay, it's good, but at the same time, like I hear so much of his music or his verse or his on this hook. He's like everywhere all the time. It's like, all right, for me, like I mess with him, but at the same time, I have to take a break. Like, okay, Drake put out an album, I listen to it. All right, months I'm gonna like stay away, and then like the next thing he puts out, I'm like, okay, let me get into it, or I like get into it after everybody else is like went through. Like this, what was it, Certified Lover Boy? I recently listened to it. I'm like, okay, I like it, but it's like, all right, now I had to like cool off like for 5 months because he's gonna put stuff out all the time, or he's gonna be in the middle of whatever's going on all the time.
Man, if it ain't that old Drake when he first came out, or when he first got back big when the Block Boy JB, Look Live, the Hotline Blink, stuff like that. Give me that Drake. What them Drakes in between when he just still out here just trying to be relevant. I mean, he doing his job trying to collaborate, but like you said, it's time for a little break. You know what I'm saying? Just clear the air, come back. I know what I'm saying. Make the world miss you. If you still this hot, make the world miss you, man.
I don't think he knows how to not be in the spotlight though. I think he's just like, this is my life. I got to be out here. I'm in Toronto. I'm at the game. I'm over here talking trash to KD. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna see Drake. You're just gonna see him everywhere. He's connected to basketball too, so it's just like,
oh yeah. That boy gonna buy the team, so you can't kick him out no more. Like for real.
Does he still have a position with the Raptors? I think he was
Sure, he does.
What was his title?
Why not? It was some type of.
His title for the Raptors was something like team ambassador or something, like basically, oh, I'm famous, so rock with the Raptors type thing. I think that's his position, but
like he bought in to be a rep. Like.
I mean, he be right there where the rep stands, like sideline stuff. Every game.
Yeah, he's a global ambassador.
That's what it was. Yeah. Global ambassador. So I mean, they got the right person. So Toronto will be relevant even if they don't have a winning season. You know what I mean?
Going back to the other conversation, that also shows how hip hop literally integrated into the league, man. This man is literally an ambassador for the game. So
like another point for real. I like that kid.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, even when you think back to Master P, No Limit. Master P
that man was actually in the league.
He was in the league. He played for the Raptors before the game. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I mean, obviously he didn't get to like have a long career in the league, but Master P of all people, like being in the league is like that's crazy.
Not many rappers can say like, "Hey, I've been in the league." You know,
for real.
Like, we got Dame Dollar now. Have you
like,
ever heard of Dame Dollar? Have you listened to him at all?
Who that?
Damian Lillard. He's a basketball player, but he's also a rapper.
Yeah. I done seen it on one of them YouTube shows, one of them bling shows, but I have not sat there and listened to a song.
Got you. You got some other rappers in the league too. I think Lonzo's a rapper, right?
Lonzo, I think Miles Bridges.
Yeah. Hey, Bagley too? Is he?
Marvin Bagley, yeah.
He's a rapper, and a lot of rappers in the league.
Yeah, it's like they want to be each other for real. Like rappers want to be basketball players want to be rappers. So it's kind of it runs together, man. It's funny.
The culture, man. Just literally.
Yeah, that's cool though. I like it.
Yeah, Shaq too, right? Then was it Shaq?
Shaq
still rapping. Yeah. And
rapping, moving action.
An album too, right? He dropped some.
Yeah, Shaq dropped albums. Shaq will be like the funny rapper though. Like I think he can give you some bars, but it's Shaq, so you're gonna laugh, man. It's natural for him.
And it should include battle rapping in the All-Star game. Let them do that at halftime or something.
Dude, this song, I got you. Got 30 seconds, bro. We're gonna 8 mile this joint. I got it.
You know what? I would be all for that. Yeah,
I would watch that.
I mean, they could.
We're gonna get you on sideline, bro. We gotta get you mixing, bro.
Right. Put you a little mini stage up. 30 seconds, and then you gotta enter the dunk contest.
Right.
Who's going first?
That would be fun. I mean, I feel like the league may do that just to keep it relevant. You know what I mean? Keep new ideas as these, the All-Star stuff gets older. You want to see something different because, like, honestly, I'm thinking about it. How many more dunks can we come up with? Like, how much stuff can the body do that we haven't seen now?
Very true.
So you gotta add some kind of
cars,
something. But the last most hyped dunk contest for me was still like, what was that? 2016.
Levine and
Gordon and that was so crazy.
That was definitely the best dunk contest that I've watched ever. Like personally, like you know what I mean? Like saw it
right. Like living and watching it. Yeah, me too. Right. Yo, Stoner, who's your favorite point guard of all time? Who's like the GOAT point guard in your opinion?
We're gonna say would have been D Rose if that ball would have kept being smooth like he did.
I can see that.
I'm gonna say in my preference, Kyrie.
Girl.
And I'm picking Kyrie over Chris Paul because of attitude. I'm gonna say that. And not only attitude, but Kyrie can do it too. I mean, it's like Chris Paul had to be mad or had to be feeling it, but Kyrie can do it at command if he wanted to. A lot of time he just be chilling on the court, you know what I'm saying? But when it came to it, he and still get the points too.
So let me see. D Rose, you said if D Rose wouldn't got hurt, like he would have been like number one. But
D Rose, man, he would have been like a miniature LeBron around here at the point guard position, man. I can see that. Little bit more stylish than Westbrook.
Okay. I feel like him and Russell, like during like their prime, during like when before injury, those two were like different level speed. Like that's ridiculous. Like they get up the court in 0.2 seconds.
Yeah.
So definitely I definitely think that Rose probably would have had a championship if he wouldn't have got hurt. Thinking back, he was probably he definitely, of all dream scenarios, like of people to get hurt, if he wouldn't have got hurt, I think the Bulls probably would have had a chip at some point, you know.
Oh yeah, especially if we could have got that same energy from Jimmy Butler. Man.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. But back to this.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Also, real quick, let me because I saw something. I was trying to make sure I saw it right. Andre Iguodala agrees with you too. He thinks Kyrie needs to be in that conversation.
I'm telling
He
you,
actually
man.
thought he was snubbed from the top 75 list
What?
that they put out. Because no, Kyrie's not on their list.
Oh man,
Andre was
perfect.
saying that,
Perfect. I appreciate him and his shoes. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's crazy. But Zay, go ahead, bro.
Kyrie is definitely a generational talent. He can just do it at will. I think, like you said, he just is naturally a bucket getter. You give him the ball and he's going to create for himself, or he can do it for other players too. I think it's like this is a conversation me and Q had a while back ago. We think about the point guard position and being like the floor master and setting up everybody, controlling the offense. There are different categories, and Kyrie, I feel like, is more of a scoring, like I'm gonna go get buckets type point guard, which is like what the league kind of leans on more now. When we think of like CP, I feel like controlling the offense, running the floor general, passing, like he's top tier. But then when you think of Kyrie and the scoring ability, there isn't really anyone that I could put over him in that category. So it's like you kind of like have to say which category of point guard do you mean, because it's like, is he better than this guy because of this or because of this, or are we doing like the whole body of work? So that's what I'm at with, like, always trying to like name the greatest of this position type thing.
Like I said, but like I feel like I said with CP, if he didn't have the right teammate or somebody that actually read that pass, it's not going nowhere. But Kyrie had that more of a balance to where, like you said, he can score, but he also would pass because he kind of had more dependable people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to say Kyrie couldn't carry a team like CP would. Like you said, that floor general, man. But when he came to be head in charge, when CP was on point, he was on point, sir. Excuse me, get out his way. And scoring too, like he'll mess around and go to scoring on you. And won't even realize, go shooting threes that he ain't shot in 3 years. Like, what's up with it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I got Andre's exact quote was that Magic, Steph, Isaiah, they're the only ones that will allow you to say they are better than Kyrie. CP, I'm not mad at, but I've got Kyrie. But people will argue that Kyrie hasn't played enough games. So there's definitely a conversation that can be had there. Who's better, Kyrie or CP3?
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually kind of tough. But he actually has him as top 4. But the conversation move out who's like literally the better player. I think you, Stoner, will go with Kyrie, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Zay, what about you?
This is tough.
Kyrie or CP?
Kyrie or CP?
They're both injury prone.
Boy.
I mean, when you think of accolades, Kyrie has a chip. So it's kind of like, with Cleveland. But CP got, we saw him get there, but he couldn't close the deal.
Right.
I think I'm going to go, everybody knows I'm a CP fan. I like CP. I'm gonna stick with him. I think for me, what it is that CP can galvanize the team a little bit better. And like, even if he's not having a great performance, he can like inspire the team enough and hold it down, like to be able to facilitate and get the team a win more so than Kyrie. Kyrie's gonna he can go for 40 any night, but is he gonna like bring your team? Like if he's like the guy, you know what I mean? Like he was in Boston, they couldn't win. You know what I mean? Like getting put out second round, or he wasn't playing. So that's where I'm at with it.
All right. I think Kyrie is definitely more box office than CP3. You know, he's definitely has more that star quality than CP3 just because all he can do, his skill handling the ball, his how he can score. I think CP3 has him on the leadership aspect. That has a lot to do with doing the playmaking, you know.
Oh yeah.
I think CP3 is the better leader. But right now, I'm going with CP3 just because the whole collective body of work. I think Kyrie will surpass him based on his career plays out. But for me, right now, CP3. But Kyrie is literally like right there. And Kyrie is known for those moments. But I think the past couple of years, if the things that didn't happen over the past couple of years didn't happen, I think he will definitely be there. But you know, he had the fallout with the Celtics, and before that, the fallout with the Cavs, and now what's going on with the Nets. So CP3 right now, he's proven himself. He took a Thunder team to the playoffs that wasn't expected to go anywhere. He took the Suns team that wasn't really underrated. Nobody was really looking at him to the finals. So I give him props to CP3 for those reasons.
Yep.
But yeah, respect to Kyrie though. He'll eventually get there. Hopefully we'll see what happens.
I hope to see him this year, maybe.
Yeah, I hope to see him this year. Yeah.
Speaking of injury-prone people, I do want to speak on one of my favorite players, power forward / center, Blake Griffin.
Okay.
That boy in his prime, like Blake was man. That's who I want to see in the dunk contest. Blake and LeBron, like give me some of that action, man. But like you said, injury prone, man. I hate because like I said, CP3, that old Clippers, man, them boys was smacking, bro. One of my favorite teams to play with on 2K to date. It's like the 2011, 2012 Clippers or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Live City. Yep.
Yeah.
DeAndre, Blake.
J.R. Smith.
Yeah. But it was Crawford.
No, Crawford. Was it Crawford? It was Crawford.
Yeah.
He was on the team back then, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They had a deep team, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
They did. They had their chances too, though. They had their chances.
They had JJ Redick.
Yep, JJ.
Dudley.
Jared Dudley, yeah. They had a squad. I feel like that was probably one of the best teams to not win a championship, honestly.
Yes. Yes, dude. You put that effort in today, I guarantee they get one.
I mean, yeah.
They're in their prime, and because they had literally everything you need. They had the shooting. They had athleticism. They could. I think
they had the best floor general in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like seriously, what happened with that? Was it too much, or
they was
it the super team before the super teams?
No, because they choked a couple of those series, man. Was it to the one to the Warriors that year? Because they were up, I think, and then they just came on. That was the year that the Warriors broke out and Steph broke out. Mm-hmm. That's 2015. And before that, I think they had a meltdown against the Rockets, I think, one time. They just had some meltdowns. They had chances. I know OKC, we got them out of there sometimes. But
oh, yeah, man. OKC.
But OKC is definitely another one that never got it.
Mm-hmm.
No Russ, KD, Harden. Still sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
2012.
Yeah. That could be arguing one of the best teams made. They didn't get one. So,
sure. I mean, you're going up against obviously the Heatles, the D-Wade, Braun, Bosh era, and they were still young. OKC, I mean, like young KD, young Russ, and Harden. That was just too much experience for them to conquer. But one of the best to not win. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
But it hurts thinking about it. Man.
Oh man, yeah. But yeah, Blake, he's on the Nets right now. He's trying to hopefully get a chip. I say this: if he does get a chip, is Blake Griffin a Hall of Famer?
I don't know about that.
in his early
Think about it.
years,
I don't know.
he was
Stoner
on,
said no.
He had some great highlights, but I don't know about Hall of Fame.
Ducking over the car.
I mean, dunking on Paul Gasol and many other people like
Ooh, he posterized. What was it, Kendrick? It was somebody from OKC.
Kendrick Perkins.
It was Kendrick. It was Perk.
They said he
man,
may
that
have
was
one
nice.
of the best highlight reels, but Hall of Famer,
It doesn't have enough accolades to be considered.
I feel like pre-injury and like early LA, he was legit. He could have been, one of the best power forwards in the game. But like I said, the injury and then just off-court stuff that happened and the Clippers just not being able to get over that hump kind of set him back. And then once he went to Detroit, it was like, okay, he's there. We got hurt and didn't play for a year or two. And now he's back with Brooklyn. It's like, okay, I'm not the best. Obviously, he's not the best player on the team, but he's not the worst. But he's just an extra role player, like not just a regular role player, but a very key role player now, and that's not so much a star in the league. So I feel like if he wins a chip, he may, but I'm not gonna guarantee.
Here's some of his accolades. So he was Rookie of the Year. I know y'all remember that. He was a 5 times All-NBA. 6-time All-Star. He made the All-Rookie team, of course. That's it.
Okay. Real quick comparison, I've been thinking about it while y'all was talking. With Fresh Blake versus Zion.
Who's the first player you said?
Blake versus Zion.
Oh, Blake. You're talking about prime Blake versus
Zion. Fresh, prime,
Man, I can't even say I've seen Zion in his prime yet, man. I can't.
Yeah, that too, yeah. I mean, because he have been snapping out too, but man, that would have been that would have been a show. It would have been a show.
Man,
I don't know who's a better dunker or because right now.
I think
right now I'd still give it to Blake right now because I've seen Zion do. Yeah. He hasn't played. That's the thing. Zion hasn't just really played enough yet. You have to really see him.
I get it.
Right now, that's why people are, in my opinion, I would have had Ja number 1 right now based on how things are going right now.
Absolutely.
Because he's crazy, man.
Absolutely. I love
Zion. Hopefully he gets healthier and we can see him.
Yeah, I think to be fair for Zion, obviously we haven't gotten to see his full potential come yet, but based off last year, when we kind of got to see him play more of the season. I ain't gonna say a full season because he still missed games, but he got 20. He was averaging 26, 27, and 27 and 8, something like that. So I feel like if he gets on the floor, he's healthy, he could be a real superstar show, like a Blake Griffin in LA. Right now, if I had to compare a prime Blake versus the Zion that we got to see that was kind of healthy, I think I would take that Zion, honestly. Because as long as he's in shape, I don't think there's any really slowing down Zion. And if he can make his free throws, I think I'll take him because he can do so much more on a bigger scale than Blake. I feel like Blake could do a lot of things. He could handle, he could shoot it a little bit, but I feel like Zion probably has the edge over him just a little bit.
I think Zion has more skill than Blake.
Yeah. I feel like his ball handling is a little bit better. I feel like shot may be slightly better. The hops, I mean, those two.
Man, that's what I'm talking about right there, boy.
Yeah. I think he was comparing the
I mean, but still, all together, period. You know what I'm saying? All together, period. Because you got to play some defense against them. So what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Good point.
Zion could can block shots too. Like
He can.
Blake, I feel like he was a big body. He's gonna get rebounds, but I don't know if he's just like as tenacious on defense. But
that was really his role, you know, on the Clippers team. That was Jordan, DeAndre Jordan. So
right.
I would say that the rebounds going to Zion automatically. I would say that, like Blake. But when it come down that court, I don't know. That's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Unmovable object and an unstoppable force. Like what would win? What would win? Either side, you know what I'm saying? Now I can't see Blake getting smashed on, and I can see it the other way around. So like, but who's gonna do it better?
Blake has some magnificent posters. I ain't gonna lie. Like
does.
Over what was the like first one? Like over Timothy Mozgov when he caught it and straight up like Blake has some posters, man. Zion I feel like could do it too, but Blake, I don't know. I feel like Blake is gonna like dunk on you and make it hurt. I feel like Zion's just gonna fly over you. It's like, okay, he's flying. I can't do anything, but Blake gonna like dunk on you. Then he gonna like come over you and be like, yeah, dunk on. Like I feel like that's the type of. That's what I'd rather do. Blake is gonna dunk on you like and embarrass you so much.
Definitely hurt your feelings to put you on the film for the next week. You're gonna play that film for the next week.
You're gonna be on the Sports Center top 10 of the year.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you.
Man, that's what I would avoid. I would avoid Blake. I'd be like, all right, Zion, I'll take a charge. I know you're gonna kill me, but Blake is gonna like make it hurt. So.
Yep.
Hey. One quick topic. I know since we're talking about like postcards and stuff like that, a lot of people, I'm just gonna throw this out there for y'all. A lot of people have been NFTs, just like a new stock market, crypto, where the NFL, NBA, everybody really, especially they're selling these highlight moments as like digital assets and like been making a killing off of it, bro. Crypto has become like, it's becoming a new part of the world. So I want to say to all your fans, everybody like that, if you ever into crypto, now is the time. Like I said, NFTs, especially because they making them one off. You know what I'm saying? Once it's there, it's gone. It could be an old Kobe highlight or something. They make it one time, gone. Sell it. You can go, you might buy it for $100. You keep it for a couple months, make $11,000 off of it because it's one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely say for an NBA move, that is definitely a step into the new world that a lot of people haven't even realized yet, but I'm telling you, it's coming. A lot of people heard about Dogecoin, stuff like that. Same thing, man. Telling you.
Okay.
It's a step into the new world. You guys look out for that.
I have to explore the virtual currency. I got to get into it. Gotta learn more about it, but that's cool. Especially like with the highlight thing. That's kind of dope.
Yeah. Just another way for the NFL to make money. Also the players, you know what I'm saying? The players want to sign up, agree to do pictures or certain things with signing up with autographs and things like that. It's just, man, another step the league has developed into the new world.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's NBA Topshot. That's the one that's like also we're doing like different clips and you can sell it and all that. NBA Topshot, they've been doing that for. It's really people do need to know more about that, how they can utilize that to get more money. Just utilize it, you know. So definitely.
Oh yeah.
Good point. One is also Zay. Yeah, I ain't have a good week this week, bro. Your Heat.
Yeah,
I ain't do so good. Stolen. No, the Heat. They have visitors from like. I don't know. Didn't they come to y'all? Weren't they home games for y'all? I don't remember. But anyway, the Lakers and the Clippers.
Yeah.
Lost them both.
Yeah, my guys are on a road trip right now. They're out in LA. I stayed up late, man. I was so mad because ESPN had 2 games, so uh, got to see the young Pistons and Rockets, number 1, number 2, Jalen Green versus Cade Cunningham. That was a good game. So I'm like, all right, my Heat playing the Lakers tonight? Oh, bet. It's like 9, 10 o'clock. I'm like, all right, I got to go to work at 5, 6, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to stay up. Got to see my boys. So I'm like, all right, I'm all into it. Started off great. Then Jimmy got hurt. I'm like, man. So Jimmy's out for the rest of the game. I'm like, all right, we can still handle it. Because, LeBron's not playing either. So it's like, they ain't got their best player either. So I'm like, all right, we're fine. Played well. Like, I had a lead for the majority of the game. Third, fourth quarter come, lose the lead. All right. Down the stretch, Tyler Hero makes great plays. We go to overtime, we stay alive. PJ Tucker gets a huge offensive board. I'm like, I'm hyped, I'm watching the game. Nikki's over here putting me on Snapchat because I'm so focused. I'm like, all right, I got you. But I'm like into it. I'm like, oh man, we about to win this game, about to steal this game. Here comes overtime, bro. And we talked about this summer. And you know how I feel about Kyle Lowry. So we got Kyle Lowry, right? All right, he's good, but when he's bad, he's bad. I was so pissed. I was so pissed, man. I'm talking overtime. All right, we got a possession. We got a chance to, get back into the game. Kyle Lowry turns the ball over. I'm like, this is why I was like hesitant, because in certain moments he just like goes to crap. All right, so I'm like, all right, we gotta stop. Next possession, Kyle Lowry again turns the ball over again. I'm like, that's it. We're about to lose this game. Down the stretch, we lose the game to the Lakers. I just stayed up. It's 11, 12 o'clock at night. I got to go to work. I'm going to be pissed. Like, great, man. Like, great. I stayed up to watch my guys, which I'm like always going to do. But I'm like, Kyle Lowry, this is why I was hesitant about, like, is it good that we got him? I don't know. Because when he's good, he's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got no problem with him. But when he's bad, it hurts. It hurts a lot. Oh, yeah. Then I didn't even watch the Clippers game, but lost that. I'm like, And now, as of today, they should be playing Utah. So and I don't think Jimmy's playing. So I'm like, I don't like it, because we started off hot, started off great. We're like 7-1, went 7-2, 7-3. Now we're like 5 games that we've lost. I'm like, But it's still early, so all good. But I'm hoping for health for Jimmy. Oh, and we lost to Denver. I forgot about that. So yeah, a lot of losses. I'm kind of it's been a bad week, man. It's all good.
I just want to make sure you give you space to like just rant.
Yeah,
get off your chest. Just go ahead, girl. That's tough. That's tough.
You know what I mean? Like in Miami, we demand a certain level of dedication, of hard work, and they work hard in off season for a reason. So to see us not getting wins that I feel like we could have easily stolen, it's kind of like, all right, you know what? That's kind of frustrating, but it's all good. It happens. But yeah, you're right. My Heat did not have a good week, but we're gonna bounce back.
Yeah. Start, I want to also get your take on this real quick. So Steph is number 1 in all-time career games. He has 36 games with at least 9 3-pointers made. That's crazy. And say it one more time. He got at least 36 games where he has 9 3-pointers made in a game, and he leads by 27 games more than the next person. So what are your thoughts on like just Steph Curry as a point guard? Is he like one of the all-time point guards in your opinion?
You know what? All-time point guard, if it wasn't for his shooting, that boy wouldn't be around. He could be a shooting guard. He could be a power forward with the same ability. But the defense, Lord Jesus, come on, people. Even too much as the leadership. I mean, he'll go out there, he'll swag with the boys, but it's like once that little swag going out, that little juice, they scrambling, you know what I'm saying? So I won't put him at all time, but here, shooter, boy, that boy, besides I can't even say up the side, but I put him up there with Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. Like, consistency. Paul Pierce back in the prime. Like, I mean, he do it better.
Yeah. What was it? He just passed Ray Allen for number one and 3-pointers made this week, right? 3-pointers made in regular season and playoffs. So it's crazy. Know how deadly like Ray Allen, like a Reggie Miller, those guys, deadly shooters, and he's like now Steph is like made more threes than them. It's like, and the way he did it, like 36. You said 36 games with 9 threes made. You know what I mean? Like that is crazy. Like 9 threes, you got almost 30 points just off threes. So,
dude, like seriously, like, and I can't blame defense because I mean it's been plenty of time I didn't see 2-3 people on him and he just and that baby go in like
absolutely. Yeah.
It's respect. It's like it's crazy how it works. It's like it's this boy a robot, but like it works.
Is he a robot? He's a 3-point droid. He just I don't think
fix the ankles, man. They put something in that bowl and then fix the ankles, man.
They gave him a 3-point boost. They got like the permanent 2K.
Q find some on the ankles, man. I know they got something about it, Android highlight or something in the ankles, bro. He got something in the ankles,
man. I don't know.
Yeah.
But shout out to Steph, bro. Like coldest shooter. I guess you could say it now. Like no one's beating him in threes.
Oh no, this record is basically his now because Ray Allen is like over 3,000 something. He's already at that mark. He still got a lot of game left. All these 3-point records are like Steph's.
Yeah. I mean, crazy. Maybe we'll see if Clay can catch him when he comes back.
I don't know. I feel like just that all that time off kind of hurt. Because Steph is still gonna be playing, if not longer than Clay. If not just as long or not longer than Clay, in my opinion. And that just shows you just how the league had just changed to just threes.
Yeah.
How valuable 3-point shooting is in this league. So that says a lot. Credit to Steph for doing that, changing the game.
Oh yeah.
In that way. But Stoney, you say he's not because of the defense, right?
I mean, it's other
he's
things.
Not all-time point guard.
But no, he's not all-time point guard. I mean,
not
like
even top 5?
If it wasn't for the shooting, what more can you say about Steph, man?
Good point.
If it wasn't for the shooting, what more can you really say about Steph?
I'm just warning you. People might get at you for that, though.
I mean, like I said, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But like,
yeah, I'm good with it. I've said my piece on Steph Curry. But
you know what I'm saying?
The name.
Definitely on the Chris Paul. Definitely on the Chris Paul. But not when it comes to scoring, as I like to say.
It's Magic. Magic's the greatest point guard of all time. I'm gonna say it. Magic Johnson. Steph gets a entry into the top 10 at least. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put him into a number. I'm just gonna say a wide range of top 10, whether it's top 5 or whatever. He's in there, but I'm not gonna say he's the greatest point guard of all time. I don't think, for me personally, I haven't seen anyone do point guard like Magic Johnson, Mr. Urban Magic Johnson.
Gonna be criticized for that too.
That's fair.
Yo, people love Steph Curry, man. They think he should be at least top 5. Honestly, that's what I say. I am.
I'm not saying he's not top 5. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like, just the fact that you stay top 5, they'll be like, how dare you put him? He could potentially be at the 5.
I mean, if I have to, like, I'm not thinking about when I really think about top whatever point guard, shooting guard, whatever category, position. Like I want to think hard and long before I just be like, oh, this person, because I don't want to miss anybody. Like I'm not saying like Steph is not top 5. Like he probably is top 5 when I think about it. Sit down with it, but
he might look in the number 5, like the 5th spot. Like I don't know. He might be 4th to some people like that.
He's definitely probably like top 10 for sure.
Yes, for sure.
But where it just depends what you prefer about the point guard position, like we said earlier. Because he doesn't. One of my main arguments is that he's not really the playmaker on that team. It's Draymond Green. That's playmaking. And point guard is about playmaking as well. It's just your preference. He does a lot of his game is really good off the ball. He can score on ball too, but off the ball he's deadlier almost. So it's just different. It's kind of as they were saying earlier, like we gotta think about maybe just different categories, because point guard now is just not one thing like it used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
It's rare when you have a floor general nowadays. So
I mean, you got I think you got a floor general with your boy Lonzo in Chicago. So
hopefully.
But not many. You know what I mean? Like the league is different.
There's really not many.
Yeah.
Like floor general.
He get that shooting game down pat.
He's been getting better at shooting too. So
and come in hard. Hopefully, like you said, come in with that Jimmy Butler energy. I don't want to call him this Jimmy Butler, but we need somebody next to that hype or something to bring us back. At least.
Yeah, I think y'all definitely got a chance for sure.
Chicago's been good this year. I like him. I'm gonna keep an eye out for sure.
Yeah,
man. One more quick thing before we get out of here. My guy, SS96. Tell us about the brand, man. What inspired you, and where do you want to go with it? Like,
man, you know what? To this day, I still think about that. You know what I'm saying? Where it started from. Me and my brother sitting out there smoking in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Coming up there, I was like looking for a Snapchat name. It started off with a Snapchat name, bro. And I was like, yeah, straight stoner. You know what I'm saying? Then I said, where did 96 come from? The year I was born. So I just rock with it because, like I said, with a lot of stuff nowadays, especially with username, you need that.
Yeah.
And but as far as straight stoner brand, hard-working people behind it, not including myself. I got my boy Exquisite Productions. He behind the scenes. Like, I got a lot of supporters behind the scenes. Just whether you smoke or not, you know what I'm saying? Weed is gonna be a prime thing in the future, and I'm trying to be with that prime. You see what I'm saying? I kind of might be ahead of my time, but when it comes out, I want to be one of those. When weed available, okay, you got the straight stoner gear on. Yes, sir. The SS96, man, it's gonna be around for a while. We're just not getting started with it. Please believe that. As an artist and a t-shirt brand, we are just not getting started.
Absolutely, man. I love it, bro. I'm proud of you. You stuck it out and you developed something that is significantly your own. You know what I mean? You market it. Even the way you go about it, you still have business cards. Like, a lot of people don't do that. Like, I see you go out and hand out business cards. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A little old school with it, but it's still word to mouth. So whenever you see my stuff to the next level, you be like, man, I actually met that guy. It's not like I just seen him on Facebook. Now you met me in person. You know what I'm saying? We don't get that too much that often, especially during COVID time. I'm still out here grinding. Like I said, I'm like the old dude with the demos, man. You gonna listen one of these days.
Yeah,
absolutely, man.
The NBA has they're not really testing players for marijuana, and like they stopped during the bubble season. And they're not doing this season either. So that shows like maybe you get to a point where the league will not really, where it won't be like a banned substance or anything.
Yeah.
To a certain degree anymore. Like, not just the NBA, but like maybe other leagues would do it because marijuana is now like legal in a lot of the states now. So maybe we'll see. There's definitely something to look out for.
Hopefully, I pray for it. Pray for the legalization.
Right. Nationally. Right.
Yeah, I feel like even like prisons, they like some sentences are being overturned for like the selling. You know what I mean? Because it's legal in different states, and it's I feel like we're here in the U.S. we're kind of like behind because a lot of countries are way ahead of us with legalization of certain drugs and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah, because people put so much back stigma behind weed, but if only people knew the real people who actually smoke weed and go out there and hustle and grind every day just as hard, and you don't know it, and that you judging it so differently, man, you wouldn't believe the world, man. You wouldn't believe the world. You know what I'm saying? It's not a gateway drug, nothing like that. Just something I love doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully have my license one day growing somewhere. Might be smoking on some straight stoner.
Got the SS96 OG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I always want to develop something. I got this on film today called Straight A's for college students. Something to make you focus. If you get into it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see you, man. Expanding the brand. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
you got any final shout outs?
Man, shout out to my girlfriend. I'm gonna throw her out there. Yes, man. She's been so supportive. Pushed me through my hard days to actually keep this going. To my producer, Zay, all day. Swiss Master Q. I shout y'all out all the time, wherever I'm at, on my channel, on Facebook, wherever y'all find me. Y'all also find Swiss Masters, man. Shout out to my mama, because man, without her helping me out, something like I said, even with some of this product, some of the judgment, like she gave me so much feedback that helped me make me and the brand what it is today. And I'd like to thank y'all for the opportunity of allowing me on today to show my face, to prove myself, to show the world what we can be and what we're going to be, man.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate you for being a sponsor. I still got that discount code, Swish Masters. Go to SS96.net, 30% off. I'm about to go do some shopping myself. So
yes. Code is now live until December 31st, 2021. Get your 30% off right now while it does last. Holiday season, get it for a gift for somebody. I have things. I got a lot of stuff on there. T-shirts, hoodie, glassware. Go find some stuff, man. I got everything. Hats, man. Go get you one, bro. Go get you one.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, I'm proud of you, bro. I want you to keep it going. We're gonna keep going, keep building. I always see you shouting us out on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. It's always putting this on. So we definitely appreciate it. Appreciate you, Q, for all the hard work, all the topics, all the graphics that y'all see, man. It's awesome. So
yes. Go listen to the Banging Out the Bushes by me and my producer, my boy. Look out for Mr. Asshole coming out. I'm telling you, if you like the Banging Out the Bushes, you're gonna absolutely love the next one, man. I promise you this.
Absolutely, bro.
Promise you.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. And then again, be sure to look out for our content wherever you get your podcasts, YouTube as well. So thank y'all for listening in. Again, thank you to our special guest, Straight Stoner, for joining us today. I'm Carlos Q the Guru. Sign out.
I'll be your co-host today, the executive producer. We'll catch y'all next time.
Oh.